everyone, and happy Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, January 18th of 2023. Welcome to my stamp studio and our Hump Day Lunch Break Live. So today I have some very cute cards. Well, actually they're not cute. They're pretty cards that you can make quickly. And I'm just going to get everything logged in here. So if you're just joining me, tell me what you're having for lunch today. And tell me where you are viewing from. I'm just typing my comment in. All right. So each Wednesday, I come to you with a Hump Day lunch break. Sometimes it ends up being a Hump Day dinner break. It depends on what's going on my job, because there are some days that I have to do meetings instead. So today is going to be a quick one. I always try to make these quick so you can have it. You can watch this during your lunch break. So today we're going to be working with our Beautifully Happy stamp set. And this is a stamp set that is found in our Celebration catalog. So if you don't know what Celebration is one of the best times in the Stampin' Up! Year. It's where Stampin' Up! Decides to reward you for your purchases. So you can earn additional stamp sets, you can earn designer series paper based on the order that you send. So today we're going to be looking at the Beautifully Happy, which you can get this set for free. It is a 17-piece set and it is amazing. But you can get this for absolutely free when you spend $100 in my online store. I will make sure to put a link to my online store in both the comments on the Facebook and also in the description for YouTube. And I'll list the supplies that I'm using. All right, so let's move that out of the way. So here are the cards that we're going to be making. Now, these are the ones I initially did, but I decided to change them up just a little bit, just using some different colors. But I wanted to show you how versatile this stamp set is. It comes with several phrases. This says, for a feeling better kind of day, sending happy thoughts, for a very happy birthday, kindness matters, thank you, and you are easy to love. So you can use these for a variety of different things. And if you have a different stamp set, you can definitely pull these in. But what I'm also featuring is our note cards. So in our catalog, we have note cards, and there are 20 note cards with envelopes, and it's $10. It's a great deal. These can be sent in the mail in the United States with a regular postage stamp. They come in very vanilla, basic white, and craft. So when you purchase the craft ones, though, it does come with a little gift box. So just saying. Anyways, we're going to make these 4 cards really quick, really easy. So let's move these out of the way. We're going to start by pulling in 4 pieces of basic white. Now these pieces measure 3 inches by 4 1/4. Right? Now based on the different colors that I'm using, I am going to pull in my neutral of basic gray and early espresso. And I think we're just going to really stick with those 2. I thought about using the Memento Black. You definitely could. You could use any one of these. I think I'm just going to stay with these 2. So let's go ahead. Let's pull in our stamp here. So I'm grabbing my block E. Oh my goodness, and it's dirty. How embarrassing. Ooh. Well, I'll have to get that clean later. Oh, you're seeing my dirty laundry on air. Oh my goodness. I got to get that cleaned up because it's just yucky looking. So I'm just going to take a little alcohol pad. Normally I would take my little microfiber and just get it wet with water, but I don't have water right here at my desk today. So I'm just going to take my little alcohol pad and get that all kind of rubbed out. And what that is just, it's some adhesive. So I probably use my block to put it down and some liquid glue got on it. So I just need to clean it up a little bit. You can run these under water and just use like Dawn dish soap also to clean it. I do that quite frequently. At least once a month I go and scrub my blocks so they're nice and clean. All right. And just make sure you dry it off. You don't want to, the little pad didn't want to let go. You just want to make sure you dry those off. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and grab our outline. So our detail. So this comes with a shape or kind of a solid. Now this is a distinctive look, so it's not going to be completely solid. You're going to have some areas of light and dark color. So just be aware of that. It just makes it more, I don't know, lifelike, I guess is the word I'm using. All right, so we're going to grab our big image here, and on 2 of them I'm going to stamp in basic gray, and the other 2 I will stamp with early espresso. So actually when I'm using a large block like this, I tend to find it easier to take my stamp pad to my block. Just want to make sure I'm getting that inked up, and I'm just going to go ahead and randomly put that on there. I don't have any rhyme or reason of which way I'm angling this, just which way I put it down the paper, that's all it is. And we'll go this way with the other one. I just want to make sure that I am leaving space for a sentiment somewhere. That's all. All right, let's get that off. I'm going to go ahead and clean this up real quick. Just using my little chamois here. Probably could get the side that's a little more damp. There we go. All right. I do want that gray off of here. I don't want to get the gray into my... There we go. I don't want to get the gray into my early espresso. All right. And then I'm just going to stamp it off on a scrap paper here. Just make sure it's not still wet. Okay. Let's close this one up. Make sure I don't have ink all over my fingers. And let's open this one. And we'll stamp the early espresso on the other 2 pieces. All right. Who's keeping time here? All right. Again, tell me where you're joining from, what you're having for lunch today, what the weather is like where you're at. Today it's kind of gloomy here in Wisconsin. It's a little, I don't know, it feels like it's going to rain, looks like it's going to rain. Just a gray and gloomy day. So, you know, I love to stamp on a gray and gloomy day, just saying. And if I use bright colors when I'm stamping, it even makes me more happy. So you can totally change your mood by just your different stamp colors, your ink colors. Just saying, it works. Okay. So now I've got those out of the way. I'm going to peel this baby off, and we're going to get our distinctive shapes in there. And I can use a little smaller block now. Let's go ahead and grab in. I'll get this one in. And now, you can use the same block over and over. I just happen to have different size blocks, so that's why I'm pulling them in. These I got from the all-inclusive kits, which are awesome. Includes everything you need, stamp set, all the supplies, everything that you need to design your cards. So I'm just going to put this one. Oh, I maybe need a little bit bigger block. Oh, this will work. This will fit on there. Okay. I'm going to drop it onto my desk here so that I make sure that I am not kind of warping that, because I do want it to line up where it's supposed to. So let's get this one, drop it on my desk, and pick it up. All right. Now, let's start with our colors here. So I have Mambo, Melon Mambo and Old Olive. I have Calypso Coral and Parakeet Party. I have So Saffron and Mossy Meadow. And I'm going to use that with my brown. And then the 4th one I have is going to be Pool Party and Granny Apple Green. So I'm going to use that with the black. So let's start from, well, let's start from left to right. So let's just slide these over. And we'll slide these 2 just so I know which ones I'm stamping with. All right. Let's start with our leaves here. I love Parakeet Party. This is one of our ink colors. It is so pretty. Now, if you hear a lot of thumping and stuff in the background, it is my dog Cooper. He loves to start playing with things when I go live. There's nothing I can do about it. He wants to be part of the party too. All right, so I notice I had to rotate my stamp. I'm going to look through my block. I can look through the stamp, and I can see that dark detailed image here. So now I'm just going to line this up, and hopefully I'll get it in there because my head's not underneath the camera here. So I'm just kind of eyeballing it. It's not meant to be perfect, so don't worry about being perfect. There we go. But now you can see the light and the dark on that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I love this color. It's so gorgeous, especially with the distinctive stuff. All right, so then I'm going to clean this one and put it aside. We're going to pull our Calypso Coral. You can do this with any colors that you have. All right, and now again, I'm just going to rotate my stamp, look through the stamp here. I just got to slide it down a little bit here for me. And go ahead and stamp. Oh, I need one more image. Okay. Let me just grab another block then, because I forgot I needed another image. I need to do something with this. Now, I could color it in using markers or blender pens, but I'm going to use, I need the color. I'm going to use what they gave me in the stamp set. So it looks like these fun little blotches. So I'm going to show you what it looks like on this side. Ding. So you could actually use that kind of as a little background to something. Just saying. All right. And again, I'm going to look through my stamp here and get that lined up. There we go. I could have made it a different color too. In fact, on one of the other ones, we'll do a different color. Just so you can see what it looks like with a different color. All right. So card one. And I'm going to pull in, I'm just going to get all my stamping done, and then I'll go ahead and pull in my sentiments, and then we'll pull in the cardstock that's going to go behind it. Next, we'll stamp our Mossy Meadow leaves. Now, Mossy Meadow tends to be a dark color unless you haven't re-inked your pad for a while, which may be the case here. Yep, that's the case. I need to grab a different one. Put that aside so I remember to re-ink it. I happen to have some of the old ones. I've been a demonstrator for quite some time. And so I have multiple stamps and stamp sets and inks. All right. So this is pretty dark. So I'm going to show you really how dark this is. Let's grab a scrap piece of paper. So here is what's called the first generation of stamping, and then here is the second. So you can use whichever you prefer. I'm going to just go ahead and use that dark. Just because we've got such a light yellow flower coming up. Oh, and I just got to get my leaves lined up here. And we'll just go ahead and press that down. All right. And my goodness, I got inky fingers. And let's grab our yellow. And I'm just going to, again, stamp on a scrap piece of paper here just because I want to make sure that I didn't have residual Calypso Coral in there. All right, again, line this up. Take my third one here, line this up. It's pretty fast. It doesn't take long to line up. Just practice on a scrap piece of paper a couple of times and you'll get the hang of it really quick. All right, let's get these cleaned. And let's go for our nice and bright colors now. Let's do our Mambo and our Old Olive. Oh, I have a feeling that this one's not gonna, yeah. This stamp pad seems to be dry too. I thought I went around and re-inked all my stamp pads, but apparently I must not have. So let's see, Old Olive, where are you? All right, well, I'm just going to have to use the light. I can't find my re-inker real quick here. I'll just, all right, it should be fine. All right, so let's go ahead and line this up. Again, doing the same steps I did on the other two. Grab our flowers. Let's make a nice bright one. Ooh, darn. Okay, I'll figure out something to cover that up. Okay, we're just going to stamp this one over because I made too many boo-boos on it and I'm not happy with that. So it's a good thing we have reversible paper. Come back in with my stamp pad here. I'm not digging how my old olive is stamping, so I'm going to grab a different color. I think I'll grab that Parakeet Party again, just because it's so pretty. All right, we'll go this way with this one. There we go. Get that cleaned up. All right, go back here. And it doesn't matter if you stamp the flowers first or if you stamp your leaves first. It really doesn't matter. Just look through. Get that lined up. There we go. That looks pretty good. A little off. I'm not too worried about. And this one, I'm going to stamp it off once. And then I'm going to come back in and stamp it on here. And now I'm rushing, so I'm not lining up very well. All right. Okay, and now I need my Parakeet Party again. Make sure that this was... All right, turn my stamp, line it up. Now, the lighter the color is, the easier it is to see through your stamp. Just saying. All right, and we have one card left. So now we're going to use Pool Party and Granny Apple Green. I'm going to go ahead and... Now, there is a difference between Granny Apple Green and Parakeet Party. You might not think there is, but there is a difference. So let me go ahead and stamp this now. This just happens to be a little darker. And, oh, I lined that up pretty poorly. All right. See the difference? All right. Not happy with that, but... Oh, well, it is what it is. It will be fine. It'll still look like a cute card. I just need to clean these stamps really good because I'm going to go to a light color now. All right. So let's pull in our Pool Party ink. Stamp that off once. There we go. Wanted to make sure all my pink was off of there. Oh, actually, I was going to stamp this a different color, wasn't I? I was going to do two colors. Let me go grab another color here as soon as I get this part lined up. Okay, so there's my Pool Party. And I'm going to go ahead and grab, oh, let's grab Calypso Coral. Nice bright color. I'm sorry, not Calypso Coral. Coastal Cabana. My gosh, I don't even know my colors anymore. All right, so I'm going to line this up right here. Stamp that down. I must have just re-inked that one. Okay. So we'll get those put off to the side and we'll clean those later so we can get on with the video here. Okay, so now these two I had stamped in our basic gray. So I'm going to bring that back in and I'm going to come in with a sentiment here. And, oh, excuse me. Let's go ahead and Sending Happy Thoughts is a really cute one. I use that one a lot. And I do need a block. So again, I just drop it on my desktop. Pull it there. I'm going to do Sending Happy Thoughts right here. Just like that. Ooh. And I do want to add a little something in the middle there. So there is a tiny little spot that I'm going to use. So I'm going to put it right on this side here. I'm going to go ahead and ink that and put that right in the center of my flower. I'm going to do it for this one as well. There we go. Okay. Let's get this cleaned up. And I'm going to leave that little spot there. Hopefully I don't lose it. Because we're going to change it to the next color. Okay. And I need one more sentiment here. So let's grab for a very happy birthday. So put that one off. Just make sure when you're stamping, you have it going the right direction. I think we'll stamp it up here. Okay. We'll close the gray We'll bring in the other two. All right, now I got kind of a mess here and a mess there. Okay, we'll hide it with some rhinestones. We'll add some rhinestones to our project. All right, now, where did the other stamps go? I'm going to grab some other sentiments. Where did I put them? Okay. I'm going to reuse the same sentiments because I don't know what I did with my other stamps. Oh, here they are. Felt them. Okay, so we have for feeling better kind of day. That's kind of a cute little sentiment, a little sweet sentiment. And we're going to pull in our early espresso again. And we'll put that one up here. Because it's not really going to fit there. So we'll put this one up here again. We'll stamp the center of our flower. Okay, we'll stamp the center of our flower here. All right, now I can put that little tiny stamp away because you know it runs away when it's on my desk. Always happens, never fails. Okay, and this one I think we're just going to do thank you. And I'm going to do it right down here where I have my boo-boo. Kind of covers that up a little bit. There we go. Okay, let's get assembling and finishing our little note cards. All right, so there we go. Grab in our bases here and our envelopes. We'll stamp our envelopes too. I want the bases, what I want. All right, so they come pre-scored, but I do like to take my bone folder and just make sure I'm lined up here. And then I just give it another good press. So this one isn't all that lined up, so. All right. Okay, let's pull in our colors here. So now these pieces of cardstock are 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. So we're going to put the Melon Mambo behind this one. We're going to take our, ooh, I grabbed the wrong color there. Okay. Our Calypso Coral behind this one. We're going to use our Pear Pizzazz behind this one. And then our Granny Apple Green behind that. All right, let's get assembling these onto our card fronts. So with these note cards, it's kind of a tight, snug little fit into the envelope. So I don't tend to add a lot of dimension to these. You can add a, you know, one layer of dimensionals, but I'm not going to because I'm going to put our rhinestones on there. So there we go. So again, you don't need a lot of products. If you don't have the stamp set, you can definitely earn that for free when you place a $100 order in my online store. And that runs all the way through the end of February or while supplies last. If you don't like this particular stamp set, you can use this same design, same thing that I'm doing with any stamp set. So just some note cards, a piece of cardstock that is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2, and a piece of white or vanilla. Oh, time for a new runner there. And no, I forgot what I was saying. White, vanilla, or craft for your note cards. And this base is 3 by 4 1/4. All right. All right, so less than a half an hour going, and we have 4 cards. We'll have them all done. Oh, if I can get this to run again. There we go. I'm pressing really hard. So this runner does not like to have a lot of pressure on it. It likes a very light touch. Okay, so we got those. Let's bring in our little basic rhinestones. And we'll grab our take a pick tool here if I have it handy. There we go. And let's just get some rhinestones put on this card. So I had that big boo-boo there. So we'll just put one there, and we'll put one over here. And another one, oh, maybe right here. So I'm just putting just a little bit of bling, a little bit of sparkle. You can color those if you wanted. But if I do this, what the heck? Okay, some big goober was on that one. Same with that one. I must have somehow got another glue dot on it. Don't know what happened there. Again, I am just randomly plunking down these rhinestones. You can add more. If you have rhinestones, add as many that makes you happy. I really love the Parakeet Party. It just really makes that card pop. Okay, let's get our envelope stamped and we will be done. So, make sure I know where the tops of my envelopes are. I just need 4. I'm going to grab a scrap piece of paper in here. Now you can stamp the front or you can stamp the envelope flap. I'm going to go ahead and stamp our envelope flap here. And I'm going to take this lovely little flower. And you know what? I lied. I'm going to stamp the front. Just because it's a small little flower, I think it'd be cute on the front. So we're going to stamp that right here. And we'll do that for 2 of them. Here. Okay. Then we'll grab our early espresso. I can leave this, this white, just like that. Or I can color it, which I'm going to color it. Because I have the stamps that will color that in for me. I don't have to worry about it. So now we have another little splotch here, which is this one. Put that right on. So let's see, we have yellow or So Saffron. I'll look through that again and just stamp it right on there. And then we have, what other color do we use? Calypso Coral. Now we do have a little green here that we can do in just a moment as well for grins and giggles. I'll probably stamp them all the same color just for time. All right. And I'm going to use the Calypso Coral, or Coastal Cabana again. Sometimes when you have a brand new stamp set, you need to stamp a couple of times, clean it a couple of times. There's a little film on these photopolymer, so sometimes it just doesn't grab the ink really nice. So this should make a nice light colored one here. Here we go. And let's grab our mango, or not mango, our melon. For our last one. All right, here we go. Okay, now that we've done that, we can put this piece right back there. And we're going to take this little funky piece here. I know it's really hard to see, but it's this right here. So that's what we're going to stamp right there. And because I love the Parakeet Party, I'm going to use Parakeet Party. All right, so I just have to look through my stamp, line that up best I can. There we go. Look at how cute that is. All right, where's the other one? Do the same thing right here. Okay. And now I'll grab the, what color did I do here? Oh, we'll grab the Parakeet Party again for this one. And you know what? Because I'm too lazy to grab out another one, I would stamp my 4th envelope if I knew where I dropped it. Here it is. All right. So some quick and easy cards that you can send out. You can send them all as thank you, all as birthday, whatever you need. Just change up your sentiment, and that's how you change up your card. All right. So let's just take a quick look at these and look at how fun they are. Again, this is with the Beautifully Happy stamp set, is one of our celebration stamp sets. So here we go. Here's our envelope, our card and matching envelope here, card and matching envelope here. So play around with the different colors that you have. Card and envelope, and our last card. And I don't know why that envelope keeps disappearing on me. This one just doesn't want to stay with me. All right, and then so my original ones were a little lighter. Look at, you can make so many. So right now I have 8 cards that are all ready to go and be sent in the mail, all different sentiments. So I hope you enjoyed today's little Hunch Break Live on how to make multiple cards using just the one stamp set and just changing up your inks. Okay, have a good rest of your day. We'll talk to you later. And don't forget, Stampin' Fun and More is at 6:44 tomorrow night. And I will have another fun class for us. Hope to see you there. Bye.